A manufacturing company, Man Company, has two divisions, Divisions L and Division M. Both the divisions make a single standardized product. Division L makes a component L, and which is supplied to both Division M and external customers. Division M makes product M and using 1 unit of component L. So L is division is produced by division L, and product M is produced by division M. So there is a transfer, there is a internal transfer by division L to division M. So the products being made by them is component product or the component L, which is being transferred. This is being internally transferred externally as well, and this is being transferred internally to division M. Now M makes a product M which it sells outside. So cost has been given, selling price for component L. So this can be the internal transfer price as well. This can be used as for the internal transfer price, and further cost is being given to us. So further cost has been given to us, and component L, okay, yeah, it's given. So the purchase price for division M is 40, and so the internal transfer price over here is given, so we do not need to calculate, I believe. And the other cost, direct labor, variable overhead, selling and distribution cost, okay. Fixed cost, no, before fixed cost, so this is fixed cost. And annual external demand for both of them are these. Capacity of the plant, okay, fine. So division L charges the same price for component L to both the division and external customers. So this is really important, that for division L is using the $40 price for external and internal transfer. So for external sales also, for internal transfer, it's using both. For both, it's using the same selling price, that is $40. However, it does not incur any selling and distribution cost. Okay, this is another information that we do not need to calculate selling and distribution in case of internal transfers. Division M has just approached by a new supplier who has offered to supply it with component L for 37. Prior to this offer, the cheapest price for division M could have been bought bought component L from outside the group was 42. So earlier it had got an option that was to purchase these component L from an outside supplier for $32, and later this price got changed, by that supplier, and it got reduced to 37 per unit. So it has the head office policy to let the division operate autonomously without interference at all. So the first part is calculate the incremental profit or loss per component for the group. We are asked to calculate the incremental profit or loss if division M accepts the new supplier's offer and recommend how the component of division L should sell. Component division L should sell to division M if the group profits are to be maximized. Okay, so let's jump on to A. We had already studied this concept in case of relevant cost. So the cost of purchase from external supplier is 40, right? No, it's 37. Okay, and cost of manufacturing internally, it is, so no selling and distribution cost might be considered in case of internal transfer, and hence your variable cost is 16 plus 4, that is 20. And how much extra cost? Extra cost will be 17. So this is the incremental cost. Okay, so I believe that 17 is the incremental cost, and this is the scenario. So calculate the incremental profit or loss per component if the group for the group if division M accepts the new supplier. So the if division M accepts the new supplier, the extra cost which will have to be borne by division M is 17 and the maximum capacity of the plant is 1,30,000. But out of this, how much internal transfer was being done? The internal transfer was being done for, I think this will not be relevant. So external units, yeah, so the units in demand is 1,20,000. So for all 1,20,000 units, all 1,20,000, $17 would have to be borne extra. So this is the answer to the first part. And B part, using quantities calculate in A. Using the quantities calculated in A and current transfer price, calculate the total annual profit of division and group as a whole. We can see that the for the internal sales, the selling price was 40, and the cost comes out to be for internal sales is 12 plus 6 plus 2, that is 20. And so the contribution would be variable sale price minus this variable cost would give you contribution, and the contribution in this case is 20, and hence the variable cost is 20, and you get the contribution as $20. Now for division L, right? So for division L, if it is making external sales, so how much will be the cost? If it is making the external sales, then cost would be 16, right? Because selling and distribution would be included in case of external sales, so the variable cost would be 16, and the selling price as given in the question is same for the external customers as well. So 40 minus 16, it would give you contribution let me now present it this way. External transfer, how many units division L is externally transferring? It's 1,60,000. So what is the contribution for external sales, external transfer is 1,60,000 into 40 minus 16, that is 24. So 1,60,000 into 24, it's 1,60,000 into 24, it's wait a minute, I think I totaled it incorrectly, so let me calculate it in case of variable cost, external sales, that's other cost, direct labor, variable overheads, selling and distribution. So how much this will cost? It's 12 plus 6 plus 2 plus 4. Okay, so it's 24. So it's 24, not 16. So this is the mistake which I've done. I did some mistake in totaling. 40 minus 24, 2,60,000. It's 2,560,000 for external sales. This is the contribution. And internal sales, in case of internal sales, I've already calculated the contribution as 20. So how many units are internally transferred? I am assuming that whatever division M has transferred externally would be the internal transfer of division L, or else we can read the question once again. Division L makes component L, which is supplied to both division M and external transfers. The division M makes product M using 1 unit of component L. So it is written that division M makes its product. How many products division M? So division M is only externally transferred. So external transfer is taking place in case of division M, right? Division M, there is one thing which we know, which we need to note, that division M is only making external transfer. Okay, division M is only making external transfer, which is an obvious thing. So for every one product of division M would use one component of division L, right? So one component of division M would use, let me write it over here clearly, one component of division M or product M would use one component L. That means how many units are internally transfers? The external transfer was for 1,20,000. So this information was really important over here to calculate how many units were internally transferred. So if externally transferred units are 1,20,000, or and each unit of product M would use one component L, so internal transfer would be 1,20,000. So it is 1,20,000, and what was the contribution of internal transfer? It was 20. So 1,20,000 into 20, that is 2 million, 4 lakh. So the total contribution over here And this is all for division L, 4,960,000. Now after that, we'll reduce the fixed cost. Fixed cost is 5 lakh, and then we get profit. Now let's come on to division M. So division M makes an external transfer of how many units? It makes external transfer of 1,20,000. And division M only makes, let me write, only makes external transfer. So division M makes external transfer of 1,20,000 units, and these 1,20,000 units are then, what is the variable cost for them? Okay, so it has been given to us the entire variable cost is, or the contribution, we can take the contribution directly, 26, because its variable cost is 40 plus 17 plus 9 plus 3 plus 1, and we'll subtract it from 96 and it will give you 26. So let's include this, let's use this only. It's 3,120,000. we have the, and now we have fixed cost as 2 lakh. We will get profit, and it's 2,920,000. So how much profit the group is making? Two million 9,20,000 plus 4,460,000. So it's 7,380,000. Okay, B part is done. Now C part is left. C part is saying discuss the problems which will arise if transfer price remains unchanged, and advise the division on a suitable alternative transfer price for the component L. Discuss the problems which will arise if transfer price remains unchanged. That means if division L would not change the transfer price, what are the problems which might arise if the transfer price of division L stays constant or fixed, then what are the challenges which division L might face? And also it is asking us to advise on what suitable transfer prices should division L apply. So this is discursive, and this is for 6 marks. So let me read it out to you. So the problem is that the current transfer price of 40 per unit is now too high. While this has not been a problem before, since external supplier were charging 42 per unit. Okay, yes, it is given in the question that earlier the external transfers, the external suppliers were charging a selling price of 42 per unit, and so there was no problem because component L was being internally transferred at a cheaper rate, which was 40. So external price at that in this case was 42, and the internal transfer price was 40, so it was beneficial for division M to buy product or component L internally, which was only for 40, but now this has been reduced. The component L, which division M is purchasing internally, the price of it from the external vendor is now at a cheaper rate. It can be bought at a cheaper rate, which is $37. So obviously now division L will have to work on its transfer pricing policy, because the $40 is expensive as compared to $37 cost being charged by an external supplier. How much is the difference? That is 37 minus 40, it can be of 3. But this is not the method how we calculate. Let's read it further. So it is a problem now that division M has offered component L for 37 per unit. If division M now acts in its own interest rather than the interest of the group as a whole, it will buy component L from an external supplier rather than from division L. True. If like the division M has two option, either to buy it internally or externally. So if division M says that okay, now I'm not going to only thinks of the divisional profits, then obviously buying it from the external vendor would be beneficial, but it won't benefit to the group as a whole. So this will mean that the profit of the group will fall substantially, and division L will have significant unused capacity. Consequently, division L needs to reduce its price. The current price does not reflect the fact that there are no selling and distribution costs associated with transferring internally. Yes. So the cost of selling and distribution, that is 4 for division L than selling in externally. So it could reduce the price to 36. So over here it had mentioned that selling and distribution cost were for transferring internally were not included. So if it is not included, your contribution would decline to 16, and ultimately the profit was also getting reduced, because in that case, in that scenario, your variable cost was 24, right? Your variable cost was only 20. So if your variable cost is only 20, then your contribution would be less. The variable cost, like we calculated over here, the variable cost is 20, right? So how much contribution it is giving? It is only giving a contribution of 20. So this is the reason why one of the factor why the internal transfer price can be high. And if like, let's see, if it includes, even if it is transferring goods internally, this this price should be included, right? Because there is a selling and distribution of cost involved of selling the or transferring the goods internally as well. So if this 4 is included, the selling and distribution cost of 4 is included, the contribution would come out to be what? The contribution would come out to be, the contribution in that case would come out to be 16. Okay, because now your variable cost would be 24, so the contribution would be 16, and therefore the selling price can be reduced by 4 as well. So instead of 40, the selling price can be of 36 if this 4 this selling and distribution cost is included. So this will benefit the group as a whole, and this will help in maximizing the profit. So and still makes the same profit on these sales as on its external sales. This would therefore be suggested, this would be the suggested transfer price. So division M is still saving $1. Yes, so the difference between 37 and 36 would be $1, and so division M in that scenario, if it purchases from division L at the price of 36, in that scenario division M would be saving $1. So the new transfer pricing rate can be $36.